Oh, my hearties, a very good evening to you and a very warm welcome to Scottie McClue's live stream here on YouTube. Welcome, 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 I say. Fantastic. The world's top streaming platform. And here we are live on it. How good is that? Scottie McClue, the first lord of the internet, the world's top broadcaster, and the world's most humble man, streaming just for you on YouTube. Dinky-Doo. We're here for probably an hour, maybe a little bit longer if we're enjoying ourselves. You know how the cookie crumbles, as we say. Who do we have here? Let's just see. There's the wonderful Stephen Douglas. Good evening, Scottie. Hope you've had a good day. Weather ain't been great today. Dinky-Doo liked and shared at 7:16. Well, the weather's been fabulous if you're into torrential rain. So I don't think we should say the weather's not been good when, if you were into torrential rain, it would have been superb today. Absolutely. That's my thinking of it. So there we are. You get the right gear on. I mean, I got my bin emptied this morning, and the guy that emptied the bin had a full set of yellow waterproofs, the sou'wester, the trousers, the big jacket, all yellow and shiny oilskin style, and big boots. And I thought, that's what we need, and just go out for a right good walk. Tremendous stuff. So there you are. So it has been a beautiful day, may I say. Right, so Stephen Douglas is first. Wonderful Finlay Morris is second. And there we are. Josh says Finlay. So there we go. Is that you from Carntine, says Josh. Wonderful, the Carntine Josh. Evening, Josh. Evening, everyone. Dinky-Doo, says Stephen. Yes, fantastic. Dinky-Doo, says Lee. Lee's with us. Dinky-Doo, Scottie, hope you've had an enjoyable day and a nice dinner. Bangers and mash for me tonight. Very nice. You can't beat it. An excellent fare. Lots of potatoes and sausage. Very nice too. It would be Lee, yes. Yes, absolutely. Good evening, Lee. This is Stephen. Scottie, hi, Scottie, just dropping by to say hi. Says Sam Op. Sam Op, that is extremely kind of you to drop by and say hi. We like that. So can I say to you, Dinky-Doo, and thank you. Wonderful stuff. Have we all liked? Has everybody watching right now clicked like? Let's try that. The little thumbs up, and apparently it's... where is it? To the right or to the left? The thumbs up sign to say you'd liked it. I bet Kareem's in the bath tonight, says Professor Numpty Heat. Why do you bet, Professor Numpty Heat? How much do you bet? And why do you think that? That's what we need to check. More likes, please, guys. I need half a dozen likes. So there we are. No, it's not Josh, says Finlay. I am not from Carntine, says Finlay Morris. Maybe there's another Finlay Morris in Carntine, you see. Magnus is there. Dinky-Doo Magnus. Tam's joined us. Dinky-Doo Scottie, how are you? Got my results back today for my grades. So excellent, J-Dog. Good, good. Are you happy with what you got? You don't have to say. Well, he's saying, I got 2 A's, 3 B's, and 1 C. Did you not think you wanted 2 A's, 2 B's, and 2 C's? Have you not done better than you'd thought? Are you not absolutely chuffed to bits? Because I am very, very chuffed for you. Well done, J-Dog. Absolutely. What did you have for your tea tonight, Scottie? Tam, I think we'll raise our game and maybe not just mention what we had for tea. Yes, that's what we'll do. That's what I'm going to do. This stream's bigger than that, you know. I mean, there's huge, huge world events taking place. We do like to have something a bit different. Sadly, I heard there was a massive, massive explosion in the Lebanon, and people have lost their lives. Now, we don't talk about big news stories all the time here, but I think we can find something a bit more meaty than what did we have for our tea, even if we had something meaty for our tea, if you're with me, Tam. You know, that sort of thing. So there we are. What subjects, Mr. Gaming? Congrats to J-Dog. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, everyone, says Craig. Hello, everybody. Good evening, Scottie and the nation. Thanks, Magnus. Yes, many congratulations, J-Dog. Well done, J-Dog, says Craig. Hello there, Chinas, says the wonderful Alistair Campbell. Hello, Alistair. Welcome, and Dinky-Doo. Evening, Lord McClue, Dinky-Doo. So there we are. I got A's in accounting and admin. Excellent for business, J-Dog. I got B's in history, maths, and French. Excellent. If we go back into Europe, very important to have a language, and hopefully we will do. And history, of course, vital. Mathematics, well, everything is mathematics. Everything is mathematics. And a C in English. Excellent stuff. So there you go. Good for you, J-Dog. And of course, everybody says, oh, well, you need an English. You've got it. Excellent. So there we are. Thanks, Craig. Well done, Mr. Gaming. Finley says, I failed Int 2 maths at school. You didn't fail, Finley. You just didn't get it. You will get it the next time when you do your night school course. Yes, indeed. Congratulations, J-Dog, says Tam. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like Glenn, Scottie. No, Thomas, I know you don't mean to. This is not me having a go at you. This is me wanting to stretch you a little bit. And I think we can do more on here than what did you have for your tea? You know, that sort of idea. It's a nice Scottish question. And Glenn asks it very nicely and very well-meaning, but I just think that time is valuable. Where did you slope off to last night, by the way, Tam? Did you go and watch football? We noticed you, by your absence, you were conspicuous by your absence. I'm a member of the world's greatest talk show. Now, Finlay Morris, that shoves you up there with the big ones, because everybody on here, without exception, is a smarty. All right, clever people. No dafties on here. They disappear quickly. I've done better than I thought. I'm completely stunned at my results. Was not expecting to get the grades I got. Right, J-Dog, from tonight onwards, you must always have high expectations of yourself. Yes, there we are. And you don't need to share them with anybody. You can have them yourselves. You can think, I can and I will. This is the moment, and I am the one. Excellent stuff. There we go. More likes, please. Not too meaty for Stevie, says Finlay. So there you are. No, but Stevie's at the sausage and mash. Well, he's at the bangers. What happened, Scottie? I've not seen the news. Massive explosion in the Lebanon, Catherine. Down at the docks, huge explosion. You know, as if some great big, I don't know, a big tank had gone up or something, and people have been killed. Apparently, I don't know how many yet, but dreadful. But I didn't mean that we are going to discuss world news, because I think one of the lovely things, has anybody seen that? Have you ever had a look at that one, guys? So there we go. How's that? That's the game. There's your man. That was last week. If we are sort of escapism, if you like, but I just think that we've got great stuff we can discuss on here, you know what I mean? So there we are. Likewise, Finlay, I have 2 C's at intermediate 1. Int 1, well done, Tam. There we are. Int 1's good. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, everyone, says the wonderful Glenn Peacock. Good evening, Glenn, and a very warm welcome to you. Don't ask me what I've had for my tea, Glenn. I've just had to pull Tam up for that, okay? Excellent stuff. So there we go. Catherine, we don't talk about big news on here. No, we don't, Finlay. We chit-chat with each other, we banter, but we send love and blessings to all the dear poor people of the Lebanon who are suffering what happened today. And we do that absolutely unequivocally. So there we go. Lee says, are you back living in Scotland, or do you still live in England, Scottie? I'm back in Scotland for the moment, Lee. So there we go. But of course, that could change at the drop of a hat. I thought we meant we should have just woke up from a wee sleeve. Are we sleep? Oh, no, not at all, Catherine. No, I was just explaining. I'm getting sick and tired of his little digs, says Glenn. Glenn, don't you worry about that. We'll handle that at this end for you. You're in safe hands. And so's Tam. What's your thought on today's events in Beirut, says Tam? Well, we don't talk about big news stories on here, as you know, Tam, other than to send our condolences and our love and our blessings to everybody affected by it. You know, that's the thing there. I'm happy with my English result. I was struggling a bit with English last year. Hope to get a better result next year in my hires. J-Dog, you want to study and study and study. As you know, McClue's very, very big on English, and that's up big style. You'll have had your tea then, Scottie. Oh, numpty, yes, it's as if I'd called round at yours. So there we are. I went away during the clip. You must never, ever miss a clip. You miss a moment of McClue, you miss a moment of lifetime. You're either in or you're out here. You can't just be a sunshine sailor, la-la. I'm happy to share my results because I'm proud of them. So you should be, J-Dog. There are no dafties on this stream. There are not, Finlay Morris. J-Dog is your... Oh, well, that's personal. Tam, you don't know personal stuff, that. He's asking, is his bud proud of him? That's personal. We don't do personal stuff. Got to go for dinner. Speak soon. Dinky-Doo, J-Dog la. Bon appetit, mon ami. And congratulations. Oui. Fantastic. Right. Kareem has to raise his game tonight. No COVID chat. Right, Tam. We'll tell him that when he comes on. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Finlay. But COVID is big as well. Catherine, hello. Tam's just taken that down. Glenn is so hostile, says Tam. No, I think that's your interpretation of it. He maybe doesn't like the mince ripped out of him, Tam. It might be that. I know you do. I'm sure you do. And you don't mind if Glenn rips the mince out of you. So there we are. But I think he doesn't like you ripping the mince out of him. More sharing troops. Good idea. Tam says, I got an A at standard grade English. That's good as well, standard grade English. Excellent. Anything you can get is fantastic in the academic line. There you are, and you can end up like there's old McClue there. Oh, yes. None of your nonsense on here, I can't tell you. Now, sharing. Let's get down to this. This is very, very important. Très important, I would say. Très important. So how do we share here? Wait till we see what's happened. What has happened here? Did you all get your early warning that McClue was coming on? I've been watching some films recently, Scottie. Good for you, Finlay. So have I. I think everybody has. The television companies, I think, have a lot to be ashamed of during lockdown. This is the time they could have absolutely shone. And what I noticed, we don't seem to have very great planners. When I worked in television, we had very, very good television planners. And they could schedule stuff that they knew the people would like at the time they knew the people would like it. You know, that sort of stuff. So you get a great standard of telly. Now, I think, it's not so good. And I heard a television announcer the other day going, so would you like to have a wee swatch at that? And I thought, oh, tut. If we'd come out with mince like that, we'd have been sacked on the spot. So there we go. It's that kind of idea, you know, and making sure that newscasters are the right people to newscast. You know, all these kind of things, they don't seem to be, they've kind of let the important things go, like presentation. How do you present it to the people? And some of these channels look as if they've just given up. They've thought, we don't bother with any of that on here, you know. I would sort out the screaming announcers for a start as soon as a beautiful film's finished, beautiful movie, Finlay, and the music's gone up. You think, oh, that was gorgeous. You've got a wee tear in your eye from the film, and then suddenly someone, don't forget there's comedy in half an hour. You think, shut up! You know, it's that sort of thing. Oh, dear. And again, if you had a sort of presentation person that said, no, we don't do that. We don't do that, guys. That's not what we do. That is not what we do. Right, I'm going to, I'll take a bit of that, and I'm going to do some sharing. Can you all do the same? Because if we don't, then nobody knows we are on. So it's very important, I think, to let everybody know. So I'll just do my live now. There we are, live now. Join us. Join us is nice, isn't it? Do you like join us? Would you join us if you saw that? I don't know. You've got to think about that. And we'll pop in the URL, of course, youtube.com/user/Scottie McClue 1. And the number 1. Scottie McClue, number 1. Excellent stuff. Live now, join us, YouTube. Right, that's excellent. And that's gone off into the YouTube, so you should get that. Also remember, follow me on Twitter at Scottie McClue. Give me some karma at Reddit, Scottie_McClue. Instagram, Scottie McClue 1. Facebook, facebook.com/Scottie.McClue.9. That sort of thing. Get these on the go, guys, and get used to that. And we will get on like a hoose on fire, I say. You know, although we don't want a house on fire. Right, so that's that. So the films, what kind of stuff have you been watching, Finlay? Is it stuff you can talk about? Or is it of a more personal variety? Where's Kareem, says Finlay? We don't know, Finlay. Evening, Scottie, what a horrible day. I'm Drucket. Écosse, it's a beautiful day if you're into torrential rain. Now, if you were a toad or a frog, you might have had the day of your life today. You might just have managed to rehydrate yourself and think, woo, this is the life. So it's not a horrible day because it's a day in your life, Écosse, and every day in your life is beautiful. Okay. Have we got that? Wonderful. Right. Here we go again. Live now. Live no, that says. Live now. Join us. URL. What's the URL? Shout it out to me again. www.youtube.com. Yeah. And /user/Scottie McClue 1. Oh, you can't beat it. The hare and the tortoise. That's McClue for you guys. Yes. As they always said about McClue, he might not be the cheapest, but he is the best. I love that. Thought that was very nice. Scottie McClue, he'll not come cheap, but he's very, very good. That's what they say. Evening, Scottie. Yes. Good evening, Scottie. How are you? Exam results day, says Robert Scrimger. Hope everyone did their best and got the grades they needed. And if not, yes, more Rab. Come on. Hi, Robert. I got an O-level in woodwork, says Finlay. Excellent. Very good as well. Woodwork's vital. You can do up the house. Scottie, I'm one of the good guys. You are one of the good guys, Glenn. You and I have agreed that. Is Tam one of the good guys, though? We don't want any favoritism. If Tam can prove himself to be just a wee gem like yourself, Glenn, then we are laughing. There's always something out there for those who didn't see. Ah, I see what you just did there, Robert. Robert Scrimger, very clever. I got a bubble in a spirit level, says the Archie. You would too. Was it one of the old beauties? I can name all these tools. Absolutely gorgeous things. There we are. My father taught me to respect the tools. And I've respected a few tools, I can tell you. So there we go. Right. Okay. Excellent. Right. I'm just sharing now, guys, on the big Scottie McClue page. So it's gone out there, big stuff. By the way, about 800 saw that Twitter by the end of the show last night. Yellow card for the television announcer. Absolutely. Any television announcer who ruins the end of your movie, Finlay, one of these, right in the dish. Yellow card for television announcers. Yellow card for any television announcer saying, would you like a wee swatch at that? Yes. Poor thing. Obviously doesn't understand the television game. Right. I've shared with the Scottish Qualifications Authorities. This has been excellent. The letter G. Dinky-Doo. One more O in do, please. Thomas says, I shared too, and he mentions a political party. We'll put him in time out for mentioning a political party. Right. Thomas is in time out. He mentioned a political party. There we go. Excellent. We'll just remove that. A variety of films, Scotty, some new ones, a couple of foreign ones. And yes, excellent, Finlay Morris. Do you like the old subtitles? Are you quite good with them? Even though you can often see what's happening. It's a better day now, Scotty. I've got a wee glass of wine and it's been a beautiful day, of course. We just need the right clothes for it. Scotty, did you like the TV series The Comedians? Frank Carson, the guy, Alistair Campbell. I loved The Comedians, and I actually watched it again. And I was thinking of the people that we had. Did we not have... we definitely had Bernard Manning. We had Charlie Williams. And Charlie wasn't well, but he was still living when I worked in Yorkshire. With Charlie Williams... We had Shep's Banjo Boys. Fantastic. You can still see it on YouTube. It's very, very good. Who else did we have? With Frank Carson. We had, who was the guy that did Colin Crompton? He was the guy that rang the bell in the club with the cap on. Vadawad, we a committee. Oh, that stuff, fantastic. We love it. Yes, the comedians, I thoroughly. Les Dawson was on it too, was he not? Am I not right, or have I got that wrong? You can always correct old McClue, you know. I don't mind if it's a genuine, I don't like to get things wrong because I like to give out the best of information and advice. So I love the comedians, Alistair Campbell. Looks quite dark behind you this evening, Scotty. Have you got your lights dimmed? No, the light's on. It might be the white shirt. Have you seen the explosion in Beirut? Terrible. I did see it. We've talked about it, Craig. So Craig must have just joined us. Stan Boardman, another fantastic comedian. Wonderful, wonderful. And I tell you what I saw today that came up. I've been watching Ken Dodd. And when I put YouTube on, up came the video of Ken Dodd's funeral. And I watched it, and it was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. He was a great Christian man and a great, like myself, he learned to sing in the church choir. Wheel Tappers and Shunters Club, Scotty. I was just looking Colin Crompton up on Google. Great minds think alike. Absolutely. Yes. Was Duncan Norville in that as well? Was he in the comedians? Stan Boardman, Mike Reed. Yes. Les Dennis, a young Les Dennis. Remember Les Dennis and Dustin G. Fantastic. And poor old Dustin died really young. It was tragic. And I can remember, who was the guy that used to do? Oh, come on, guys. Comedian. That used to do, he did the television program. Oh, what was his name? And I was at a dinner. He spoke at the dinner and he spoke very, very well. He worked on radio in Lancashire. Jim Bowen. And Jim was interviewed when Dustin died, and Jim said, you spend all your life working really hard, going round clubs in an old Morris 1000 van, and then this happens. You know, he just died very suddenly, bless him. Robert Scrimger says, taking a wee trip up to Speyside next week, Scotty. All the distilleries will be shut, but I might take a wee trip to Lossiemouth Beach. Do. Lossiemouth is beautiful at this time of year. I very often visit So there you go, Jim Bowen. That was him, Numpty Head top man. Russ Abbott says ACOS. Was Russ on the Comedians? I know Colin Crompton before my time, but love the old ones. Frank Carson, the way I tell him. We were asked to bring something in for Christmas, you know, something Christmassy. So I took in the wife's knickers. Somebody said, what's Christmassy about them? I said, they're carols. It's all that. Psychic professor. So there we are. Hey, sorry I tell him. He was great. Frank Carson was great. I can remember Frank Carson when I worked in ITV, and Frank was on one morning. And the doctor, they had the doctor, the television doctor, and they said, Doctor, what advice can you give us? He said, put Frank Carson on the NHS. He said, that'll cure a lot of people, you know. Jimmy Cricket spoke at Ken Dodd's funeral. Outstanding. So there we are. As did Jimmy Tarbuck, another great one. Fantastic. Psychic professor. Psychic, you and I are septic, numpty head. We know that. Right, guys, we need some more likes here. What's going on? What are people playing at? This is what I sometimes wonder. I think, look, is it too much to ask to tell 10, to tell 10, to tell 10, to tell 10, to tell 10? That Scottie McClue is live. The channel's growing, by the way, you'll be glad to know. And then everybody goes, okay, but there's a lot of the same people in that. Of course, you always get that. I used to get that complaint 29, 28 years ago about the big phone-ins. It's kind of the same people phone every night. I said, do you phone yourself? Oh, no, I wouldn't phone. Oh, no, that's for people that know what they're doing. I said, so you're quite happy to criticize, but you're not phoning yourself. You don't want to improve it. And I must confess, when I really started all these big phone-ins, everybody felt they could phone Scottie McClue. And that's perhaps my greatest accolade. They felt they could phone Scottie McClue. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Wonderful, wonderful. I'm just thinking the way ahead for McClue, because I can't do my stand-up comedy because the theatres are all shut. I should have perhaps gone and done a show in the theatre in the days when they were open. But we'll get there. Don't you worry, because I don't. I'm going to share again on a big Facebook page. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Right, that's gone. There we are. Jimmy Crickett's still going. Yes, he looks great as well. So there we are. Frank Carson held the record for being the oldest man offshore one time, presenting an award. He was 73, and he flew what, to the oil rigs or something. Fantastic. I should have gone over to the oil rigs as well. And I also remember writing to the television and radio service for the army, saying, do you want McClue to come and entertain the troops? I never even heard back. So take it that was a no. I think they felt the troops have enough to cope with. Guys, if it's too dark, let me see if we can get you some more light. Let there be light, and there was light, okay? Bear with me, and we'll see if we can get you. Why do we say bear with me and not like elephant with me? Very strange. Never quite understood that. Now, tell me if that's any better. Is that any better? Does that brighten things up for you at all? Do let me know. It's very, very important. Très important. Was that Dr. Jones Scottie? I can't remember, Glenn, who the doctor was at the time. So there we are. Yes, I think it probably was. Yes, I think, was he on a diet himself at the time? So there we go. The Archie, I can't possibly tell that. So there we are. Sorry about that, but there we are. Well, I'm not sorry about it. I just can't tell jokes like that, the Archie. Sorry about that. Have you had a power cut at McClue Towers, Scottie? No, we've got our own. We've got the generators, the Gardner diesels out in the shed, you see. They keep the lights on here. Time out, over. Yes, you're back, Tam, no problem at all. There we are, mentioning political parties. Tut, tut, tuttity, tut, 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 tut. You know, even although they do quite remarkably well, I believe. So there we are, fantastic, wonderful, wonderful. And what I want you to do, Thomas, is to say, how can I spend my life de-frictionizing everything, right? So there we are. Am I doing the best thing? I am singing the same old songs. Have a wee thought about it? Fantastic. Because I think you could do some great work. So there we are. No, everything's fine. So lovely lighting is perfect. Is it fine, Catherine? Is it better like that? Or is it better like that? I always remember going out with an optician lady and she used to say to me, is it better like this? Or is it better like that? Yes, that sort of thing. There we are. The oldest is the best. I'm a wonderful human, says Thomas. Yes, well, we'll be the judge of that, Tam. You know, the proof of the pudding's in the eating, as they say. So we'll see how you do. I do my best for the best. Absolutely. And do you de-frictionize stuff? Or do you sing stuff that might be inflammatory? That's what you've got to think. You know, are you doing it best? That sort of idea. Are you realizing that we're all the same, all human beings? We're not entirely the same. There's Reagan. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. Dinky-Doo, Reagan. Lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, welcome. The wife said, undress me with your words. I said, there's a spider in your bra. Oh, woo. Oh, the banter. There we are. Fantastic stuff. The wife said, make me scream in the bedroom. So 3 upturned plugs on the bare feet would do it, wouldn't they? Terrible. Shocking. Not one of mine, I hasten to add. I wouldn't say anything like that. And don't try that at home now. That was for entertainment purposes only. Right. Now, more sharing, please, if we can do. There we are. Now I'm going to share on this site. This is the site that almost no matter what you post, it's never right for the site. You haven't been a member long enough. You're not able to do it. You don't have enough points to do this. So there we are. And it comes back, it goes, I am a bot. Thought you're more than a bot. So you are more than a bot. I can tell you. Right, stick that up there. Fantastic. And we'll see what is what. Okay, so that's gone in there. Dinky-Doo, I say to every single one of you. So there we are. Yes, there we're getting a reply. But I'll stick a bit of this in here and we'll see what people say. Fantastic. You can't beat it. You can't beat it, I say. Right, that's gone up there. More sharing, more sharing. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Share and like. Absolutely, the Archie. That's you back in. The light, the overhead light I put on, guys, is reflecting off my badge. 2 fathers. Oh, this is Craig. Guys, Craig has got tonight's brain teaser, the big one. Are we ready for it? Tonight's brain teaser. Right, very important. Okay, Craig. Let's get the brain teaser. Let me just come out of the sharing bit and go into that one and see what we've got. Right, are we all listening? Listen up, please, folks. Listen up across the world. 2 fathers and 2 sons go into a store. They all buy candy for 50p. Together, they only spend 150. How is that possible? Right, so 2 fathers and 2 sons. So 4 people go into a store. They all buy candy for 50p. Together, they only spend 150. How is that possible? 2 fathers and 2 sons. So, wait till we see. 2 fathers and 2 sons. Right, so one of the fathers No, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work. Thomas says, do you think, wait till we see, hang on, Professor Numpty, grandfather, father, and son all make up two fathers and two sons. Yes, they do, Numpty. McClue had to process that. Is Numpty on it? Thomas says, do you think you're sharing and the amount you do may be spamming your own feed? Not a criticism before I get banned. Sometimes less is more. Tam, no, that's a very, very fair point. I may well get, because I have a friend who is a McClue disciple, and we were chatting one night, and I said, do you get any I send through? He went, I get acres of stuff through from you, yeah. I said, do you mind it? He went, no, not at all, because it's you. And it lets me know what's next. And a lot of what you post is very entertaining. He says, but, you know, I mean, obviously sometimes there's a wee repeat, you know, that sort of idea. So that could be very fair, Thomas. Well done, Numpty Heat. How are you, Scottie, says Reagan. Reagan, I'm much better for having you with us. Very, very important. I bought a new jumper the day, but it was full of static electricity. I took it back and they gave me another one free of charge. I see what you just did there. I like it. Very, very good. So there we go. Yes, I see what you mean. Tam, that's a very fair point. There'll be no banning for that. No. No banning for that, I can tell you. So there we are. No, I want you, if you're going into politics, it's not about stirring up trouble, as we found the late John Hume, who passed away yesterday. He was a great man and, brought Ireland forward fantastically. Now, what have we got here? Oh, well, that's fine. So everybody should know. Right. I'll just do a few hashtags. I'll be with you all. So we'll put that up. And then another one. No, if you see, I mean, we're all sharing all the time. I'm all saying share. But we're sharing with our own people all the time. We know he's on. The silly ones are the best. Absolutely, the Archie. Hello, Scottie. I've just been watching the huge explosion in Beirut. It was massive. I know, Shelby. We just mentioned it earlier, and we send out our condolences. Thomas says, I have been guilty of it in terms of advertising that I do. Well, I've seen your adverts, Tam, yes. And that could also be, as you know, a turn off for people because they get a lot of that kind of thing. And quite a lot of that kind of thing, as you also know, can be a bit scammy. So people sort of like, oh, no, I'm not getting involved in that. You know, that sort of idea. And I understand, because we've all been warned. So it's what you're doing there, Tom, it's a kind of, you've got to just do a scattergun approach and hope that some seed falls on good ground. And that's been my mantra for life, really. When people used to say, I don't like your show, say, well, you obviously know it well. What don't you like about it? And they can usually tell you absolutely chapter and verse every single second of it. That's when you do, I disappear for the clips and all that. That's you, but you'll know what clip is on. And all that kind of idea, and you'll think, no, I'm above clips. I don't want to hear a clip of McClue. I'm bigger than that. All that kind of idea, And you're very entitled to that. So what have we got here? Edinburgh, ACOS, the wonderful ACOS, says, Edinburgh Zoo have got a new half-man, half-horse. It's the centaur of attention. Centaur. I love it. I see what you just did there. Robert Scrimgeour, Scottie, you look a wee bit tired tonight. I know you're hard at work during the day doing your content, so just be careful. Health comes first. Robert Scrimgeour, that's very, very good of you. You know, I've been doing a lot of concentrating during the day, a terrific amount of hard work, but I don't think I can cut my workload down simply because I want to get as much done while I'm alive. You see, death for me is just a nuisance. And I'm not sure you could trust people to pay you properly after you've gone and things like that. So you want to leave as good a legacy as possible. You know what I mean? And you say, what did Scottie McClue do for the world? Come on. No, but what did he actually do for anyone? Say, he made me smile. You know, that would do, wouldn't it? An ex of Professor Numpty, no, Numpty. The Archie says it's raining cats and dogs today. The RSPCA were everywhere. Gordon Robertson, I had to give him a bath tonight because there were a couple of wee Klingons that must have stuck when I was out. I always try to make sure he doesn't acquire these things. Absolutely very careful combing. But of course, he'll be a little bit sensitive, you know, all that sort of stuff. But well done. Tony says, great to hear your dulcet tones again. I think I've spelt it right this time. Dulcet, you got it. Oh, now did you? Is it dulcet or dulcet? It's dulcet. I think you're spot on there, Tony. I tend to watch your content in my own time. I watch it when I'm having a YouTube half hour. I take the archive. I checked out today, guys, and it works. I was watching YouTube and I said, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube. And she went, doing that now. Then I got to the bit where I said last night on air, on the stream, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube. And I pressed the button and let Alexa hear that coming from the telly, and she went back and played it again. So there we are, you see. So it does work, guys. So if you've got an Alexa, just shout out, Alexa, play Scottie McClue. Catherine Raven says, you're worth your weight in gold, you are, Scottie. Catherine Raven, you say the nicest things. Bless you. I bought some shoes from a drug dealer, and I've been tripping all day. Craig Cochran! Scottie, did you manage to see Antonov 225 at Prestwick Airport? James Hasty. Sadly, I did not. But I would, is there footage of it? So there we are. We need to get some footage of it. Fantastic. Thomas says, I had a pot noodle, butter and biker's sandwich tonight. I was too lazy to cook. And I had a French fancy for dessert. Thomas, that's your private life. You don't need to tell us that. So there we are. Fantastic. Right. Thomas has told us what he had for his tea. Excellent stuff. I'm sure, we're delighted to hear it, but I'm sure you've got a lot more information than that. There we go. Fantastic. It's a question of just getting into it for cooking. You can put on, you don't need to be a great cook, you know. I mean, that's why I don't work in television at the moment, because I can't actually cook. Me and Mrs. Mac tried using Alexa. We have a posh voice that can't understand our Glasgow accent. Try a few different accents, Tony. I mean, you're a professional. You can do different accents. So you could try your Yorkshire. Hi, Alexa, Bootelium. That's it. More sharing, guys. Absolutely, Craig. Pot noodle equals dog food for the Archie. Wonderful, wonderful. No, don't feed it to your dogs. Don't try that at home, anybody. There we are, for entertainment purposes only. So, excellent stuff. Now, the dog needs water, you see. You don't put dried foods down for dogs. They need the water. Fantastic. Oh! Now, what have I got here? Oh, good. Very good. Right. Have I shared that? Yes, I have. Good. Excellent. Get the sharing out there. Was outstanding, Archie. So there you are. So Thomas, tut. What a word. Raise your game. Excellent. Fantastic. We like that. Now, can I have more likes, please? I need about another dozen likes. Would you believe we've been on for 45 minutes? Do I look a wee bit tired tonight, right enough, or was that Robert looking after me? I'll maybe have to take it a bit easier, you know? I'm not the springiest of spring chickens. Fantastic. I think we'll have a sip of water. Oh, that's lush. That is absolutely lush. So there we go. Fantastic stuff. Right, more sharing, everybody. Back to the sharing, I say. And do you want me, and this is very important, to put it on to live chat? Is that the best one? Does anybody get hindered when it's on the other chat? You're just dandy, Scotty, as always. The Archie, I thank you very much. You're very kind. I've experienced terrific kindness during all these lockdown streams. We've done well over 70 streams, if anybody wants to know. And they haven't cost you a penny, unless you've just been extremely generous and tapped the dollar and all that sort of stuff. And we like that. I'm going to share in a big group. There we are. Yes, you'd only be spamming your own stuff, Tam, I think. Robert says, tartar sauce or mushy peas, Scotty? I'm deciding what to have with my homemade fish and chips. Both, Robert. Yes, they're not mutually exclusive. See what I just did there? Did you like that? Fantastic. They're not mutually exclusive, I would say. Right, big bit of sharing here going on. Oh, lovely big share gone out there. Tony says, Alexa make me think of the automated phone lines when you phone companies and spent 20 minutes just trying to make it understand Glasgow. Oh, I had a beauty yesterday. You'll love this one. I phoned the telephone company, and they said, we're very busy at the moment. We're doing our best. Oh, yeah, you said that, Livy. And 35 minutes I waited on. I got through, and the guy said, hello, my name's Hello, and can I help you? I said, hello. I wonder if you can, hello, is anybody there? Hello, yes, can you help? Hello, I'm so sorry, I can't hear a thing. I'm going to have to terminate the call. So there we go. Amazing stuff. And I'll tell you, has anybody used the, Thomas says, you're crabbit tonight, so you must be tired. Thomas, people aren't crabbit just because they're steering you in the right direction. There's nothing crabbit about that. There we are, just because you got a wee time out. It's an expression out this way for this sort of snack. No, no, no. Any kind of food is precious, is a treasure. So there we are. So I would have the two. Can we help Robert out, please? He wants to know tartar sauce or mushy peas with homemade fish and chips. Stop! It's lovely. So there we are. Yes, the automated phone companies. Remember the elevator seat? Do you know, Catherine Raven, you and I are definitely septic. Remember the elevator scene, the two Scottish guys trying to speak in an American accent to get the elevator? Somebody's tapped the dollar big time. Who's tapped the dollar big time? Thomas Beden's tapped the dollar big time. So there we are. Thank you, Thomas. That is very, 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 very generous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big round of silent applause for Tam. Wonderful. Thank you, Thomas. Very, very kind. So there we are. Thomas Peden has tapped the dollar big time, big style. My wife walked in. I was in bed with an optical illusion. I said, that's not what it looks like. Sounds yummy. Balance the peas on the sauce. Job done. Balance the peas on the sauce. Get yourself some. All right, you're advertising now, Tam. Thomas tapped the dollar. Thomas tapped the dollar. Thomas tapped the dollar. Big style. Thank you, Tam. That was very, very generous of you. They were unexpected after you've had a row. Need to give you another row. Right, how are we getting on with the sharing? What's your share? What's your share number? Fantastic. Is the football on tonight, guys? Figures are a wee bit down. I'm just wondering, or are you maybe getting fed up with old McClue? Should we give it a rest? Oh, give it a rest, Scottie, for heaven's sake. Give it a rest. Why do people say that to showbiz people? Give it a rest. They don't say it to their heating man. They don't say, hang on, did you put my mum and dad's heating in about 20 years ago? Wow, that's fantastic. They don't go, could you give it a rest, please? But showbiz people, they come up, oh, give it up, Scottie. Wrap it in, big. You've had a good innings. Wrap it in. As if I'm going to go, oh, yes, good for you. You're quite right. Yes, it's time I wrapped it in. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, it's 29 years of it. I used to get this. I had this after a year of Scottie McClue. People used to say, well, Scottie's kind of old hat. We've heard what he does now, you know. Yes, of course you do. And here we are in our 29th year, 28 years later. I wonder if Ken Dodd got that as well. Outstanding comedian. And I'm just wondering if Ken got the, oh, give it up, Ken, why would you not? Because he was on till he was 90. That's not bad, is it, really? I think, though, maybe in later life, people have a bit more affection for you, and they go, we saw Scottie McClue, he must be 90 now. Oh, aye. Very funny, still very good, though, very good. Oh, all that nonsense. Right. Where are we going? We're back in a group here again. There's never a dull moment, I can tell you. Right. What do we got here? Right. What? Ah. I'll pop it into that and see what people think. Wonderful. Right. Why don't cats shave? 9 out of 10 cats prefer whiskers. We love it. Thomas says, I always miss the Saturday streams the past few weeks. I've been intoxicated. Well, Sam, you can actually wash it with a refreshment ale. It might be funnier. You know, that sort of idea. And your good lady will go, Sam, what are you laughing at? You're so funny. She'll go, how many of these have you had? No advertising, Archie. Red card, says William Wallace. So there we are. No, he hasn't done any advertising. Read it again. So there we go. There is not one word of advertising there. Did you hear about the baker who got electrocuted, Scottie? He stood on a current bund. Oh, we love it. People used to get that. They used to go to an electrician friend of mine when he was training. Somebody said, you couldn't put a current in a rice pudding. Playoff final, Fulham and Brentford. Is that a big, big game then? Will everybody be watching? That's the slogan. I know William Wallace. How long do you think McClue's been on the earth? 2 seconds. Do you think I cycled up the River Clyde in a bicycle? Cycled up the Mersey in a bike? Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I say lovely to have you all with us if you've just joined us. Right, Glenn, tell me about it. You're the football man. I'll make a tiny allowance. Is Fulham and Brentford, is that a big game? Right? Is that one we should be watching? In tears, Robert, with that one, says the Archie. Sorry, says William Wallace. Not at all, William. Sorry, typo error. Brentford. Brentford. Is that Brentford in London playing Fulham in London? Is that right? Where's Brentford? Why did the toilet roll go down the hill to get to the bottom? Damn, woo! We love it. Thomas is a stand-up, guys. Excellent. There's another wee string to your bow, Tam. Fantastic. We like that. Now, I'm just thinking, could it be time for a tweet? And what are we going to put on it? Yes, there's promotion for the Premier League. So would McClue's audience be watching football at the moment rather than Scottie McClue? You know, let's fess up, Glenn. Let's have it straight. My shoulders are broad. I can take it. Would you play the big box one night? I know you've got a reed problem, but I'd love to hear it. Alistair, the problem is the sticky reed. When you touch it, it sticks on and it ruins the tune completely. And I haven't got the pennies. I showed it to a very famous accordion man recently. I sent him a picture of it and he said, we'll need to get you another one. I said, this one's 70 years old and I've been playing it for years and I got it for £20 and it came out the house of somebody I really, really, really admire. And it was £20 at the auction. What can we say for the old accordion? Nobody wants it. £10. £10. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. McClue hand up. £10. Somebody else hand up. £15. £15. Nobody not wanted. £20. £20. Are you still in? Sorry, you're bidding. £20, gentlemen, here you don't want it, sir, right? The bid is yours, sir. £20 and I'll sell it. £20 for the accordion. Goodbye, sir, you've done very well. There we are. English football's garbage, says Dan. So do you think it's only the Scots that can play football? What about the Spanish and the Italians and the Germans? So there we are. It's annoying when you phone companies to complain. The music they play is meant to relax you while you're waiting for someone. It just annoys me. Anyone the same. Some of the more switched on companies, Tony, can say to you things like, if you don't want to hear music, press 1. Press the star key. I've got one that takes an age to pay anything. And it goes, press the star key when you've finished. Please put in the number and press the star key. So there's this long pause. It takes an age. So there you are. It would be quite good just to speak to a human being. I saw somebody on social media that said, how on earth do I get to speak to a human being? And they went, don't pay your bill. They'll phone you right away. I'm not advocating that, by the way. Don't try that at home now. That was for entertainment purposes only. So there we are. Thomas says, European leagues are far superior. Money's ruined the English game. Glenn supports a little team who never win anything. Oh, Thomas, harsh. I mean, we all like little teams, you know. I mean, it's not the winning, it's the taking part. So there we are. Fantastic. My hometown team are outstanding. Monderton. European leagues, yes. Where is Glenn from, says William Wallace. Glenn's from Sheffield in Yorkshire, William Wallace. He's a Sheffielder, a Seven Hills man. Fantastic. Any more likes? Who's not liked and who's not subscribed now? Come on, fess up. Actually type it and go, sorry, Scotty, I hadn't liked. You know, ha, says William Wallace. Why did the man run round his bed? He was trying to catch up on his sleep. Craig Cochran. I've got a lady friend who's so thin that she has to run round in the shower to get wet. Hello, Scotty. I'm back from dinner. J-Dog, fantastic. Welcome back. A bit of sanity, the voice of sanity. Were you celebrating tonight? Did you have a cup of fizzy water? Thomas, do you own a sword and a net? So there, Thomas, do you own a sword and net, says the Archie. Interesting. So we need to find out. What does that mean, the Archie? Has McClue missed something? More likes, please. Another half dozen of these would go down very well. Who's not subscribed now? Come on, you can fess up. Subscribe, please. It's very important. We're very, very short on subscribers. This is Scottie McClue, the world's top broadcaster, the first lord of the internet, the world's most humble man. And on his YouTube channel, I know he's just starting off, but he's got 2,200 subscribers. That should be at least 22,000 subscribers, 220,000 subscribers. Bearing in mind, I'm used to talking to audiences of 250,000 per half hour. Are you selling any, Archie? There, Archie, Thomas is in the business to buy a net. I don't know about a sword. Do you have to be licensed to have a sword? Sounds a bit risky. Scottie, I'm not going to say English football's better than Scottish. All I'm saying is there's more competition in English football than the two teams in Scotland. There you are, Tam. Glenn has said Scotland, as far as he's concerned, has only got two teams. What do we say to that? So there we are. He's got the English Premier League with all these fabulous teams, and then Scotland's got two teams. So I can list... who have we got in England? We've got Carlisle. We've got Newcastle United. We've got Liverpool. We've got Blackpool. We've got Everton. We've got Sheffield Wednesday. We've got Sheffield United. Manchester City, Manchester United. We've got Borough, Middlesbrough. We've got Burnley. We've got Blackburn Rovers. We've got Preston North End. We've got, who else have we got down there? Come on, keep it going. Keep it going, I say. We've got Aston Villa. We've got Arsenal. We've got Birmingham City. We've got Bristol Rovers. We've got Plymouth Argyle. We've got Chelsea. We've got Fulham. We've got Crystal Palace. We've got, I've said Arsenal, haven't I? We've got Hull. We've got, who else have we got? Who's big? Hull City. Who else have I got? Grimsby. Aye. We've got Grimsby. Who else? We've got York. Yes, is it York City? So there we go. Who else have we got? We've done Blackburn. What have we got? Have we got anything around Lancaster there? And then we're further down. We've got Norwich. Yes, there we go. What have we got in Devon and Cornwall? I ask you, Plymouth Argyle. Thomas sounds like a Roman soldier, says the Archie. Aha. I did. Thomas, are you a Roman? Do let us know. I did have a cup of fizzy water. Also, I had a Subway salad and chips at lunch to celebrate. J-Dog. Woo! Big celebration for J-Dog. He's got 2 A's, 3 B's, and a C. Is that right, J-Dog? I've got a boat, says Thomas. Excellent, Thomas. What have you got? So did you come over on your boat? Are you a boat person? I wish I had 2K subs on my channel. Is that good? Should I not be moaning, J-Dog? Am I being a moany old thing? Yes, maybe I'm very lucky to have 2.2K. We should meet Thomas, says William Wallace. William Wallace, have you got a sword? Now, come on. Fess up. 92 teams in England. How many did I get, Glenn? Did I get all 92? Did I miss anybody? Nottingham Forest. That's 91. And one more to go. Is that right? Did I see the lot? Every team in the Scottish Premiership are bigger than Sheffield Wednesday, or Albion Rovers are a bigger side. So who have we got in Scotland? We've got Rangers, Celtic, Hearts, Hibs, Kilmarnock, Motherwell, Hamilton Echies, Wraith Rovers, Stirling Albion, Ross County, Ross Mechanics. So there we go. Am I right? Was the Ross Mechanics? Forest Mechanics. Is that right? Forest Mechanics. So there we go. Who else have I got? St Johnstone, Dundee, Dundee United, Aberdeen. How am I getting on? Ross County. Who else have we got? We've said Stirling Albion, haven't we? Have we got anything up? Have we got Arbroath? Have we got anything in Stonehaven? Have we got, what else have we got? Come on, guys. You should be telling me. Why do we not have big teams in the borders? I mean, is there Hawick and Selkirk and all that? We've got 42 teams in Scotland, says J-Dog. Did I get them all, J-Dog? Thomas is always chewing at Glenn's ankles, hence the sword and net comment. Many Roman soldiers used a sword and a net to inflict pain. Ah! Are you a Roman centurion, Tam? Have you inflicted pain on people? Robert Scrimger was the answer. Shingle. Shingle, Craig Cochrane. Shingle, what was that now? I asked the butcher if that was a sheep's head. He said, no, son, it's just the way I part my hair. I went into the butcher and I said, can I have a couple of chops? He went, jig it. I said, sorry, can I have a couple of chops? Sheffield United. I said, could I have a pound of bacon? He went, lean back. I says, oh, sorry. Can I have a pound of bacon, please? There we go. Sheffield United, red, white team, Sheffield. The Owls, fantastic. Tom's been watched now. Big Sheffield United man when I was down there. Are the bigger and better side, William Wallace. There we are. Scotland invented football. Queen's Park, 1863. Scotland invented everything, Robert. Golf. Even before the Leith golf, Mary Queen of Scots was playing golf. And she used the young soldiers to carry her clubs. And they were the cadets. And in French, that's les cadets. So they were the caddie. You see? The cadets were caddies. Did you like that? Torquay United, says Glenn Peacock. Excellent. It was Craig Cochrane. Well done. So there it was Craig Cochrane. Yes, Shingle. I've got a boat is a quote from Still Game. I've got a boat. What does it mean? Does it mean I've got a boat? So there you are. Get Thomas on the Skype, says Craig Cochrane. Yes. Some people have been working hard to get 2K subs for the past 5 years. Still have not reached it. Good one, J-Dog. So are you saying you should be contented, McClure, with what you've got? More likes, please, guys. Like. Glenn Peacock says, I bet he's never been to a football match in his life. Montrose, says the Archie. Yes, the Archie Montrose. Beautiful. We love Montrose as well. Fantastic. Right. Now, hold on a wee second. I think I'm going to have a wee mop doon. Wonderful. Right. That's what I talk about. Tar McAdams, says Alistair Campbell. Yes. Well, let's look at what the Scots have invented. Tar McAdam. Yes, John McAdam, the road builder. What else? James Watt, the steam engine, the start of the Industrial Revolution. That's why my favourite religious text is how the Scots invented the modern world. Well, they did. I mean, they did invent the modern world. What's our thoughts on the government Eat Out to Help Out scheme? Terrific idea. I think so, Tam. Yes, it looks like a bit of a belter. You get out there and you get your stuff through and off you go. Have we got it in Scotland? So there we are. Is it working in Scotland as well? Livingston, says Glenn Peacock. Livingston. I knew the manager very well. Yes, fantastic. Big Jim, good stuff. Falkirk. Did we mention Falkirk? I've been to a game at Falkirk. Logie Baird, the television. Yes, Logie Baird. What about Robert Watson Watt? Radar. Yes. What about James Simpson? Anesthetic. There you go. What about Joseph Lister? He was antiseptic. Fantastic. Celtic season ticket holder Glenn, attend home and away European matches, been more matches in a month than you've been at in your life, says Thomas. So there we are. Excellent. So there we go. Yes, very good. So there we go. You need to top that one, Glenn. You've thrown the gauntlet down. J-Dog says you should be extremely happy with what you have, but continue to promote your channel. If you don't, you will lose subscribers. Aha. What I was getting, J-Dog, Thomas was just mentioning very nicely, did he think I was spamming when I was sending everybody through the warnings that were coming up? Advanced notifications. Thomas says, over 2K subscribers is good going, Scotty. It is in Scotland, absolutely, but you've got to remember, Thomas, that McClue's known all over the UK and abroad as well, national and international. We used to say Scottie McClue is the king of radio, local, national, and international. Fantastic. Yes, talk radio, the father of talk radio. St. Johnson's my team, says Squittin' Bear. Squittin' Bear, fantastic. Yes, indeed. Squattin' Bear. Ah, yes, Squattin' Bear, I think we understand. It is in Scotland. So you see, if you went to Manchester, everybody knows McClue, Yorkshire, the Midlands, Nottingham, Sheffield, Hull, Leeds, Newcastle, Carlisle, there we are, Perth, Dundee, everybody knows McClue. The government seat-out scheme's good, but do you not agree, Scotty? And so there we are. So they've said about, I can't mention these companies. I'll have to take that out, Robert. So there we are. They're very fussy about being mentioned. So there we are. Absolutely. Top boss in my work. So there we are. You Stone Living's very good, Tam. Sheffield Wednesday, season ticket holder, says Glenn. There you are, Tam. Beat that. Sheffield Wednesday, that's big. The Owls. So there we are. Dolly the sheep, Scotland the first to clone an animal. Welly Song, lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Welly Song. And yes, you're quite right. Cloning animals, Dolly the sheep. The Scots, Alexander Graham Bell, the telephone, an Edinburgh man who I think taught in Greenock Academy. Yes, there we go. Alexander Graham Bell. I thought it was his daughter was deaf. His mother was deaf. And Alexander Graham Bell, he wanted to be called, he was just Alec Bell when he was born. And he petitioned his father to get him a middle name. And his father got him Graham, after, I think, a great friend of his father's. So he was Alec Bell. There you are. And Alec Bell, he was a great one for lecturing. He was very big in university lecturing on communications. His father, I have a very, very old book called, I think it's Bell's Elocution. Bell's Elocution. And that was Alexander Graham Bell's father, who was the elocutionist and phonetician. Phonetics, you see, you can't go wrong. You can pronounce anything if you've got phonetics. And I studied phonetics. That was the whole thing about the play Pygmalion, passing the poor flower girl off as a duchess because she spoke properly. I don't think you'll be classed as spamming. You're just overly eager to promote the stream so no one misses out. Absolutely, J-Dog, I thank you. Thank you for your support. Davy Young says, hello, Scotty. Hello, the wonderful Davy Young. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo. Thomas says, I went to school. So there you are. Thomas went to school with a midfielder. So there we are. He says, beat that, Glenn. So there we go. And he attended one of his gigs as well. Wow. What did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner is on me. Wonderful, Craig Cochran. Thank you. We love it. Guys, we've been on for an hour and a quarter. Have you had enough? You must tell me if you've ever had enough. If you've ever had enough, you say. You front up right away. You say, I will front up McClue. So there we go. Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to take all this stuff out. Right, we've got our tweet. So I'll put in a few of these and some of these. Lovely. That's lovely. Good. Guys, I'm about to share the tweet, so if you're on Twitter, at Scottie McClue, and get those shared, that would be fabulous. That would be absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Do you remember Absolutely Fabulous? That was great. Right. It's on its way. The tweet's on its way, guys. Off you get to Twitter and tell me if you see it pop up. Very, very important. Wonderful. It's just arrived and somebody's seen it already. Where's Kareem? We're going to need to put him on a milk carton. Thomas, that's not funny. You wouldn't like if somebody started sharing your name like that. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't find it funny. I know you wouldn't. So there we go. A round of applause, Thomas. Yes, absolutely. A round of applause for Thomas. Thomas Telford, a famous Scottish stonemason and civil engineer. Craigallachy Bridge, Robert Scrimgeour, top man. I know Craigallachy Bridge. All round, is there not a huge castle at Craigallachy? And is it the bridge that's kind of, does it get floodlit at night? You see in there's a big tower on the bridge. Is that Craigallachy Bridge? Have I got it right? Now, I'll tell you what Thomas Telford. We don't just give a round of applause to Thomas Telford. We give a round of applause to the dear old lady that had a big country house. And Thomas was a farmer's son. And the old lady let him use her library. Now, Thomas Telford, the canals, the docks, the big bridge down at Bristol's a Telford, isn't it? You know? So, I mean, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man. All these stresses and strains. But the old lady let the wee boy use her library. That's the kind of person we love. There you are. And a relative, a distant relative of mine, cured tuberculosis. That's pretty big, isn't it? That's pretty big. He was a lovely man. And I remember seeing him interviewed on telly, and he was just terribly nice, very dapper and very pleasant. And he's being interviewed on telly, and he said, "So what do you feel you did there?" He said, "Well, we cured 16 million people. Nobody believed it, but we did." And that's it. So just this one marvelous guy, you know, who brought out a chemical. And thanks for sharing, guys, at Scottie McClue. Come and follow me. Follow me on TikTok. Do you know, if I get another, I think it's about 280 followers on TikTok, I can also live stream on TikTok because I've got 1,000 followers. So if you fancy it, go on to TikTok at Scottie McClue and just follow me. And then we'll get a live stream there as well. Fantastic. Thank you so much. There's 2 beautiful sharers on. Oh, that's beautiful. There we are, all sharing. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. And we didn't use such powerful hashtags as last night, but there it is there. I love it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So there we go. Shared your live stream, Scottie. Davy Young, thank you very much. Thomas says, it's a joke because he's missing tonight. What's the issue? Oh, all right, Thomas. You're a wee bit crabbit tonight, Thomas. Come on now. You and I usually get on very well. Could you wish my Uncle Michael a happy 95th birthday for tomorrow? Please, so I can show it to him. Yes, Grobbler. And I'll take a wee highlight and he should be able to hear it. A very happy birthday to Uncle Michael. A happy 95th birthday. Uncle Michael, Dinky-Doo from SCOTTIE McCLUE. Wonderful stuff. So there we are. Excellent. And we'll just share it. Oh, that's gone in. Right. Excellent. Live. Wonderful. Post it. There we are. Fantastic. So there we go. Right. You should have that as a highlight. Scottie, I think you made a great Michael Aspel or Raymond Andrews for a Scottish version of This Is Your Life. You know so much. Yes, but so do you, Robert Scrimger, and I get a lot of what I know from you. There are never a dull moment. Did Telford not have some involvement in the building of the bridge? The wee Kirkcudbright centipede. The wee Kirkcudbright. He may have done, yes. I do like Kirkcudbright as a town. I love its little castle there and the fishing and all that. So many beautiful places to go in this country. When I say this country, I mean Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, Ireland, Wales, France, Germany, you know, all that. There's so many beautiful countries. It's funny how people talk about this country when there's actually 4 countries in the UK. Maybe not for long, though, with Brexit, I have to say. Just heard Tom's comment about me having a bird. Never had one. I'm too young to have one. I need to focus on my studies more than relationships right now. Very wise, J-Dog. There you go, Thomas. So there you go. You should focus on your studies, everybody. I like it. Good one, J-Dog. Plenty of time for that. Thomas says, quite right, J-Dog. The trouble, lad. You'll get hurt, Tam, and you will get trouble. There's a round of applause for Kareem. Yes, hello, Kareem. How are you? Says J-Dog. Has Kareem joined us? Hello, Scottie. How are you today? Woo! Welcome, Kareem. We've been missing you. So there, Kareem gets a wee bit of cheek from people, but it's lovely when he's here. Right, so there we go. What's come up before that? Telford, yes. What is the phonetic alphabet? You know, it keeps changing. Oh, no, Welly song. I studied it about 40 years ago, so it may have changed a bit, but I've got like a wee DZ for J. So like a small d, small z connected would be j. So there we go. So judge would be j, d, j, judge, judge. That sort of idea, a judge. Just heard Tom's comment. Oh, yes, I absolutely have just done that one. Sorry about that. Round of applause for Kareem. Craig Cochran, I just followed you on Twitter, says Thomas. I was at the pub, Scottie. You were so scared and I was at the pub, Scottie, was so scared and constantly put sanitizer on. Hello, J-Dog. Thanks, Tam, says Kareem. How are your exam results, J-Dog? Oh, I'll let him tell you, Kareem. It's wonderful news. Catherine Raven, the wonderful, lovely Catherine Raven. Shocking scenes in Lebanon, Scottie. Thoughts and prayers for the family. Thank you, Catherine. I knew you'd go on and check because you're a lovely person. You're a soul. And there's nothing we can do for these poor souls except send them our love and strength. Shocking, shocking. What happened there to Davy Young? Davy Young, a massive, massive explosion just not long before we came on air tonight. And at least 10 were dead, apparently, according to one of the big central news services. But it looked terribly, 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 terribly serious. Very massive explosion. I'm on my phone, so typo error, says Kareem. Yes, have you got the big hands, Kareem? and they don't cope. Hey, the wonderful Gordon Robertson's back with us. Dinky-Doo, Gordon. How did you get on with the Klingons? Did you sort it? 27 dead, Scotty. God bless these souls, I say. Absolutely. Bless them. There we are. Strength to their families and love to their families. J-Dog's telling Kareem what he got. I got A's in accounting and admin, B's in history and maths, French, I got a C in English. So there we are. So that's pretty good, isn't it, Kareem? Shames of Davy, absolutely, Davy. Yes, indeed. Just one of these big news stories. As you know, we don't talk big news stories on here, but when a terrible tragedy like that hits, you can't help but feel for these poor, poor souls. You know, awful, awful, because it could happen to anybody at any time. That's what they say. But for the grace of God go all of us. Fantastic. Thank you very much. There we go. That's wonderful, isn't it? Now, there we are. Isn't that fantastic? So there we go. There, remember I told you with that website that they just won't accept anything you do. They've always got a reason not to accept your post. Well, that one's just come back and said you're banned from posting here again. It's an automatic bot. And it just goes back. It's ridiculous. They don't want any success. They want wee souls posting that will never build a following. There we are. It's a firework building that's gone up in Beirut, says the Archie. The Archie, I thought it had to be something like that. I wondered if it was a massive petroleum tank or something, or an armory or what have you. But firework building, again, you know, always a high risk. I got an F French, F maths, F history, F in everything. Might have helped if I went to school in the first place, says Davey. Absolute Davey. The wonderful Gordon Robertson. Regarding phonetics, says Gordon, Glasgow folk reciting the alphabet say H-I-J instead of J. Yes, J. Is J not regarded as posher from the days instead of J? If somebody said J, they'd maybe get a wee touch of the purple. So there we are. So we're talking lots of gunpowder, Scotty. Absolutely, J-Dog. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Gordon. Much appreciated, says J-Dog. I heard that also, the Archie, says Tam. So there we are. So J, phonetics. Yes, indeed. What else have we got? If you need any help with technology or apps, just ask me on Facebook or Twitter. Fabulous, J-Dog. I thank you. What a super young man. He has been no end of help to old McClue. We compare notes on YouTube. Thank you. J-Dog, congratulations on your results. Excellent, says Gordon Robertson. So there we are. Wonderful. Yes, another round of applause for J-Dog. Any more likes going, guys? I could do with a dozen of these. And any more followers coming on? Scotland's got a fine educational heritage. We should be proud of our students. Is there still any big football games on, guys? So there we are. I'm asking. Any big games on? What do we got here? Oh, I'll send that out. There we go. Right. Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. You can follow me on Twitter, of course. You can follow me on Instagram. Kareem says, Scotty, I'm tired tonight. My brain's fried for some reason. What have you been up to, Kareem? Have you been doing big stuff? It might just be lockdown. I think lockdown makes us tired. I mean, I do a lot of mental work during the day. Well, a lot of cerebral work would be a better term, probably. I do a lot of cerebral work during the day, but Somebody said tonight I was looking a wee bit tired. I think that was Robert Scrimgeour, which was very kind of him. Scottie, did you go out in the rain today? Well, just a wee bit, Kareem. I had to go out to encourage the dog. He won't go if I won't. And he looked out the door and I said, are you going out, boy? Going out? And he looks, he's wagging the tail as I'm talking to him. And then he just turned round and came back in. He thought, no, I'm not. And I looked, I said, do you not want to go out? And he looked at me as if to say, are you completely out of your mind? Are you watching the rain? Dogs are very good at sussing you. Scottie, I think my system's run down. I have a cold sore. Aha. Now, a cold sore is, and don't take this the wrong way, it's not what you think. A cold sore, I think, is a viral infection from a way back, maybe, Kareem, is that right? I don't know what causes a cold sore, but yes, they pop out when you're run down, I believe. Touch wood, I haven't had one of them so far. I went out with the wife, what we got here? Craig Cochran, I went out with the wife the other night. She wore this real slinky number. She looked great going down the stairs. Slinky. Remember the slinky? We forgot that. A slinky and a yo-yo. Oh, that's bliss. Double that and rising, Craig. So sad, not fireworks either. I think it was dangerous cargo taken off a ship stored in the port. There'll be a lot of speculation. That was not your average explosion. I got drenched in the rain, says J-Dog. Oh, J-Dog, where you are, your part of the world, Inverclyde can do rain, but nothing like Manchester. Oh, Manchester. As I told you, the old stand-up comedians, when they came to Greenock, they would say, have we anybody in from Paisley tonight? Hey. Oh, we've got a buddy. Excellent stuff. Anybody in from Greenock? Don't put your hand up because I can see your webbed feet from here. There's a scientific cheap remedy. When you go pee dab on the cold sore and the chemical reactions kill the cold sore, scientific fact. I don't know if I want to risk that one, Kareem. You're actually talking about urine on a cold sore. I worry a little bit about that. Yes, urine on a cold sore. Now, yes, there are old wives' tales and old wives' tales. So there were. Anybody else heard that one before Kareem gets up to something? Don't try that at home now, folks. So there we are. Certainly a cheap enough remedy, yes. It works on corns on the feet. So wait a minute. So urine cures corns on the feet. I'm just wondering, just don't kiss anyone, Scottie, says Kareem. Yes, yes, absolutely. Archie says the herpes simplex virus. So there we are. So a herpes simplex virus. I do remember a lady with a big bandage in her face, and I said, what's wrong? And she said, it's herpes. It's the acid content. Yes, I think that urine does have properties, but the jury's out on that one. There we are. I can remember somebody telling me his father was a coalman, and he used to tiddle on his hands and rub them, it firmed them up a bit. There was an antiseptic or something like that. I don't know. Not too sure about that one. So there we are. Absolutely. Yes, the acid content. I dare say. Yes, because I would imagine that urine will have a pH. Wonderful. What have we got here? It's got to be your own urine. Yes, yes, I would have thought so, Magnus. I wasn't thinking about putting anybody else's on. If you ever got a cold sore, my gran used to put perfume stroke aftershave on it. Craig Cochran, yes, but grans did things as well. So I wouldn't advise Might be a wee bit sore. Elbow bumps, Kareem. Yes, elbow bumps, Kareem. No kissing. Scottie, I'm going to pop off for some celebrity gaming. Speak tomorrow, Dinky-Doo. J-Dog, enjoy your gaming. Congratulations on your wonderful results. And I did say you were a top man. So there you are. So that shall continue. Have a fabulous game. And Dinky-Doo. There we are. Tell them all about Scottie McClue. Kareem says, I've just been told toothpaste helps also. Yes, do take care, Kareem. We don't know any of these things. Bye, J-Dog. Have fun, says the wonderful Catherine. Excellent stuff. Very, very good. Very good. Now then, what's happening here? Do you know, when I said what's happening, I looked down at the Twitter and it said, what's happening? Good night, J-Dog. Congrats again. Thanks, Catherine. Take care. Wonderful. Everybody say good night to J-Dog, please. Right, can we have some more sharing, please, everybody? A bit more sharing. Tell 10 to tell 10. I've got 4,174 followers on Twitter. Can we get that up to 4,200? I ask you. That would be tremendous if you can, guys. There we go. Right. Now, good night, everybody. Fantastic. Thanks, Craig. Have a great night. This is J-Dog. So J-Dog's off. Fantastic. More sharing, please. More chit-chat. Where's Tam? I like to keep an eye on Tam in case he slopes off. The Archie says, urine does have properties, Scottie. When I lost at Monopoly, I had a pee in the board, and there were properties everywhere. I'll finish this game right now. Dear oh me. You're only on a stream like this to get this, guys. Nearly bath time, Kareem, says Professor Numpty Heat. Good night, J-Dog. Well done, says Glenn. Well done, Glenn. Toothpaste helps with toothache, rubbing it on the gum. When I went to the dentist, he said my teeth were lovely, but the bad news was my gums might have to come out. Well, that's not so good, is it? Well done, J-Dog. So there we are. Get that SQA certificate framed, says Robert Scrimger. Fantastic. Am I shouting too loud again? I ask you. We want to know. It's very important. Très important, I say. Ooh, that's bliss. So there we go. Fantastic. Well, we have a clip tonight. What clip would you like? Catherine's laughing her head off here. Do you find this stream funny, madam? It's wonderful, isn't it? We like all that. So there we go. Ah, says Catherine. Ah, that was bliss. That Scottish water is so gorgeous. That's why I never moan about the rain like we had this morning. I just think, oh, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, it's absolute bliss. Guys, the streams have been outstanding. And for those of you who weren't here earlier, have you all tapped the subscribe if you haven't subscribed? Have you tapped the likes, please? Fantastic. Catherine, check Poetry Soup, please. Poetry Soup. Overall, I'd say my career as a photographer's been a bit blurry. Yes. Just watch that you don't get framed. There was snap, I say. But you've developed beautifully and you're not particularly negative. Do you get the picture? There we are. There we go. What about that? Anybody else get anything more? Be with you in a flash. More lovely Scottish water. You can't beat it. You can't. Magnus was about to say something and decided against it. Magnus, did you retract? Ha-ha, says Catherine. Yes. Ha-ha. There we are. Right. I think what I'll do, I'm going to do just another wee share. And if you can all do the same, that would be great. Scottie, what's your plans for tomorrow? More work, Kareem, tomorrow. Yes, the day job will be starting up soon, of course, and we might lose our streams for a bit, But when we meant to get this heat wave, Davy Young, did you not get it the other day? So there we go. Brilliant, Scotty. My nappy needs changed. Did you like that, the Archie? A wee smile. Did you let one go? Did a little bit of wee come out? Oh, no, don't. There's nothing worse. You just can't stop laughing. You think, I'll need to stop this. Have you ever laughed, Jeff? Actually, it's been sore. You think that is so funny. There we go. We might have a wee clip tonight of the laughing. There we are. A couple of clips of laughing. See what we think. Sudocrem, good for cold sores, says Magnus. Good one, Magnus. Nice wee advert there. Scotty, if we lose the streams, can we do it on certain nights for consistency? We could, Kareem, yes. I mean, we could maybe do, I don't know, a Friday or a Saturday, something like that. Davy Young says, I was in Bradford on Friday, 35 degrees. I've never seen temperature like that in my life. Bradford's inland, of course. I like Bradford. Aye, Bradford. That's that. Yes, the radio station on Bradford, I remember it. Wonderful. I remember calling in to speak to somebody at Bradford. There we go. Wonderful radio station as well. I can tell you that. There were local radio, I mean, is excellent, but now it's become sort of quasi-national local radio. But I'm sure it'll be cheaper to run, but whether it's better to listen to, we shall see. We shall be the judge. I think I found out, though, that Scottie McClue on YouTube is a massive, massive phenomenon. I get feedback from all over the world. And I have to tell you, I checked today. You know, it looks as if we've got a tiny, tiny audience on sometimes. I checked who'd actually visited and seen the stream. It was something like 6,135 or something on one day. Now, that's not bad. That's getting there. So if McClue's getting 6,000 in a day. See, when I used to do the pop-ups on Facebook Live, quite often you get 10, 15, 20, 30,000 joining me. Now, that's just suddenly gone smaller because that was 4 or 5 years ago, and they've had so much more content that people don't see it as often. You know, that point. So as things go on organically, you'd get less and less and less, whereas this is more and more and more. I think you should get royalties, Scotty, says the Archie. Thank you, the Archie. Scotty, how was the dog today with this rain? Mine did not like it. No, Kareem, he's fine. Nothing phases that wee dog. You know, he's a wee gun dog and nothing bothers him. When he was wee, where he was brought up, there was generators running and stuff like that. And he just doesn't bother. But he wouldn't go out in it. He came back in and I said, "You're not going out, boy. Go out nice and quick. Quick, go out." And he looked at me and goes, "Are you completely out of your mind? Out of your tiny mind?" You know, and I thought, no, that's fine. In you come. So there I said, I didn't like to go out in that. But no wonder, because it must actually be quite sore on their wee backs, Kareem. It's the kind of rain that you can get soaked to the skin nipping in from the car. That kind of rain, you know, you take the shopping in and your rolls are wet and things like that. So fantastic. The supercars I was away looking at was supercars. I was away looking at. What do you mean, Davy? Do you mean Dodgems or just super cars or classics? Or tell us more, dear boy. Yes, thank you, the Archie. That is appreciated. I'm just going to share, guys. I have a wee geek round the corner here. Just a wee geek to see where we haven't shared. And I'll get that shared right away. Right away, I tell you. Now, I'll share it with the Scottie McClue fan group. That's always a good idea. Let them know what is what. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Right. My Rottie used to chase lightning and fireworks. I know, Davy, they can be a bit frightening, the dogs. They think they're going to come to harm chasing all these things. Mine, I got a phone call one time. He disappeared on me in a walk, and we were near to a golf course. And I got a phone call on my mobile, obviously, from the tag on his collar. He said, do you own a wee black Labrador? I said, I do, yes. Yes, if you find him, thank you. I found him. We're on the golf course. We're trying to play around here. And what was happening was wee Clydie, when they drove off, was going and bringing back the golf ball. Not too popular when they'd paid all their week's salary into their golf fees. I said, I am so sorry. I'll come and get him. Where are you? There he was. Oh, Dad, don't take me back. Having such a fab time. Come on, drive off again. He was standing watching for them to drive off. So clever, so brilliant. And then just going out and coming back. You'll see him on the YouTube going out and coming back. The wee dog, yes, absolutely, Catherine. Great wee retriever. Oh, supercars, yes, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Ferraris, Porsche, Mustangs. We are at the garage at McClue Towers. No, my cars have to be old. I've only once had a newish car. Oh, no, sorry. I tell you, whopper, my nose is great. Pinocchio. I bought a brand new Skoda once and loved it. Loved every second of it. And I can remember running that, a brand new Skoda. And the man that ran one of the other big agencies was furious with me. Why didn't you come to me? I said, because I wanted this car. I heard you say you were playing around. I assume Mrs. McClue doesn't know about this. I'm just playing around. I have a Peugeot model 2008 Jaguar E-Type. Gordon Robertson, you must remember the problem page in one of the big magazines. And a gentleman had written in, he was a golfer. And he said, dear so-and-so, dear agony aunt, I am a golfer and my wife is a golf widow, but I think she may be having an affair. I hid in the garage the other night and I heard a large sports car come back and my wife got out wearing a short skirt and her blouse was loose at the top. As I was crouched there spying on her, my eyes wandered to my golf clubs, and I saw a tiny split in my number 1 wood. Is this something I could fix myself, or would it have to go back to the manufacturer? Yours sincerely, very worried. I love all that. Jaguar E-Type, says Robert Scrimger. Now you're talking, Robert. Triple carbs. He's a beautiful wee dog. Hope Oliver's doing well and liking his playpen, Catherine. Yes, get him used to it. Scottie, I'll say good night. I'll be on for 8 tomorrow. Kareem, night-night. Get rested, please, because we need you to be firing on all cylinders for the Scottie McClue YouTube stream. Live on YouTube just for you, Dinky-Doo. The one-stop broadcaster, the first lord of the internet, and the world's most humble man. Davy Young. It was a multi-story car park turned into a car garage for supercars. Millions and millions of pounds in there. Jaw-dropping stuff. Amazing. Do you know, the garage I use, I remember them telling me a story, and I won't mention the brand of car, but a guy had a very, very expensive car. I think it was probably about £150,000 worth. And he came up the road to the garage. He must have heard how good they were. Very good engineers and mechanics. And they drove in and he said to them, I've got a problem with your car. And they went, we know she's misfiring. We think we know what it is. I said, how can you tell me that? I've gone to top dealers with this and they haven't been able to sort it. They didn't know what it was. And he said, you haven't even looked at the car yet. How could you possibly diagnose the fault? And they said, because we heard you coming in. She's misfiring. And we think we know what it is. They'd heard him driving up the road. And I had a great laugh with them. It was one of these modern supercars that they'd gone to terrific trouble to get the exhaust to roar. And as soon as it came in, the mechanic started up, and I put on my straight face, my test card face, and I put my straight face on, and I said, oh, you need to get that up in the ramp. There's obviously a hole in the exhaust. The exhaust's away in that. And he went, it's meant to sound like that. This car's cost hundreds of thousands of pounds. Silly McClue. There we are. Catherine's having a right good laugh. Did you like that one, Catherine? I think that is a cracker. Fantastic stuff. A real goodie. Wonderful. We like that. Come and join us. Come and join us. Well, Davy Young, I hope you've had a good old look. Did you buy anything? You know? Yes. No, I have two cars, Davy. I'm a two-car man. And one is 28 years old, and the other is 20 years old. So there we are. So that's as new as it gets. The wonderful Gordon Robertson tells us, Catherine, Oliver is great in his crate at night. He's great in his carrying case, but he hates the playpen. So I'm not using it because he goes over it and cries because he can't get in. Yes, he's missing you, Gordon. He wants to be with you. He doesn't understand why there's a barrier there. And knowing you, you'll have softened earlier and said, oh, come on, wee man. It's breaking my heart to hear you go, whoo, whoo. Why are you sitting out there, Daddy, and I'm behind a fence? Yes, I bought what I could afford, says Davy Young. A bottle of water. Davy Young, be proud of your bottle of water. You've saved yourself a fortune. Are we having a clip tonight, Scotty? Yes, shall we have a laughing clip? I'm using bits of the playpen to fence off areas where there's electric wires. Good one, Gordon. Excellent stuff. But it was a good idea, you know, absolutely. But he's not too keen on it, obviously. But he enjoys all the other stuff. He'll love his wee bed. It's what they get used to. That's always the thing. What are they used to? Would you like a wee clip tonight, guys? What sort of clip shall we put in? Would you like a laughy clip? Let's see. Give us a wee laugh. Cheer us up. What's this one here? This might give us a wee smile, guys. So I'll see what's what. Are we plugged in? Yes. Everything's plugged in. Fantastic. And there we are there. So now some of you may have heard this before. If you have, I apologize. I quite understand. 7,243 people have seen it to date. So let's have that. And I'll give you, I'm sure there's football on tonight. Unless people are maybe just had enough of McClue. Can you get enough?
I'm fine, Scotty. How are you?
I'm not bad at all, mate. I'm better for hearing you.
Oh, I'm better for hearing you. Your voice is glistening in the airwaves of Scotland.
Are you absolutely loving the show?
Oh, lovely, Scotty. You're back in the airwaves. Back in the airwaves a bit, pal.
McClue's come home.
He's definitely has. He's my boy. He's my boy.
What do you want to talk about tonight?
I want to talk about Madonna.
Madonna. Is that you like? I thought you said something else. Oh, Madonna.
Not Madonna. No, I'm not talking about Macababa.
No, absolutely. I want to talk about Madonna, all right?
Madonna, oh, she's a wee darling.
Oh, honey, absolutely. She's just have you got all her films,
eh? Oh, all the films, all the DVDs.
Some of them are a bit fresh, actually, aren't they?
Well, that was 1978, but she's moved on since then.
Yeah,
They're a bit fresh. I mean, knocking out the light bulb with a shoe, you know, that's that stuff, you know. I thought, what's going on here? The missus was going daft, you know. I said, just leave this for a bit, mate, eh? I said, how come you never do that? She said, the McClue's all over the place.
I see you know what your tongue's going.
I can stuff the lost. I don't lost my tongue out. It's a good job and all.
I'm listening to 107. You're on the airwaves.
Listen, I'll tell you this. I promise you, Pete, this is some massive, massive mega radio station. You just watch this lot blossom and bloom.
I tried to follow your wee snail trail. And then it disappeared, and now you're back in the airwaves. You made my life.
Back with my snail trail. How did you hear? We're trying to keep it a secret, you know.
I used to
don't go telling the audience when McClue's back. I'll just start phoning again.
I will tell everyone. I swear to God. I used to work with Susan Morrison.
Yes, wonderful.
Morning lady, brilliant.
She is funny as, isn't she? She's so talented, and she's an awfully nice lady.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I used to work with in the company she used to work with. I'm not promoting them at all.
No, absolutely not, but that's great.
Gorgeous lady, and she works somewhere else as well.
No, don't mention all the
lady.
all the places she works.
I just tuned in my radio. I saw a wee TV advert with you on it.
Right, a wee splash of that, yeah.
Fully tuned in now.
You know, that's McClue on the telly.
McClue on the telly, he used to entertain me and have me in fits.
You just got a flash on me.
And I told the doctors to get my medication.
To get your medication back. I phoned up the doctors. I said, stand by. I'm going to get 1 or 2 nutcases on here, so you better get your medication right.
You still got your butter?
Of course I've got my bonnet. I'll tell you, you don't think I was going to come to Edinburgh without a hat?
Why have you been hiding, big man?
I wasn't going to wear my old Bobby's helmet. Oh, no. No, I've been away down south.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've been in Yorkshire, I've been in the northwest of England, been in Yorkshire twice, been in Newcastle, you know, it's all that kind of stuff. And then I came back up and they put me on in Glasgow, you know, and then somebody came along and bought the station. I think they'll be home to get McClue in the cheap.
Bought the station, keep the videos to education.
You see, laugh? I bought the station. So that was that. So that's it. So the station was home. And I came here to Top 107, and it's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Definitely, because I've been through you twice before. You won't remember our problems anyway.
Your problems, it was your problems that started mine. I can't forget your problems. I'm still saving up to pay for them. I started a charity for you.
Oh, you've still got a big man, you've still got it.
It's called Pair Sounds. And I've got a lot of money together.
I'm not paired up anyone. You
I've
tag me up.
Pair Sounds.
Give my phone for you.
It's better than Sam Brown, isn't it? I'll tell you, I've got all that together for you, and everybody's given generously. I was talking to the auditors, you know, who are very distinguished accountants, and I said to them, how much is in Pair Sounds account so that I can give something to Pete for it? He says, we'll just do a week recce up there, Scottie. He says, right, that's it, and they came back. Do you know how much they've got for you?
How much?
£9.36.
Allowed to.
And that's me been out for a fortnight singing. He says, who gave you the 6? I says, they all did. I told the missus was when she was chasing away the crowds. She says, why is nobody turning up? I says, they've seen the person you. She rang the door the other night. You know they kidnapped my missus once, right? They won £500,000 for her, right?
They said no way.
Breakfast time, we got a call at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know? My lunchtime was into a fiver. By tea time, the man was up and told us where she was. What to go and get her. She says, what took you so long?
No one's spoken to me for 40 hours.
It's all that stuff, you know. I mean, these are the things that happen, you know. It's a fairly dull existence, eh?
And it goes on in that vein. I thank you for indulging me there. Wonderful stuff. Now, back to your stuff here. Are we having a clip tonight? Yes, we've just had one, Craig. I'm using, oh yes, that's right. Oliver's getting better with the puppy mats, says Gordon. In fact, during the night, I think his aim may be better than mine. My dad used to be a crankshaft grinder, worked at big fancy cars up near Allison Street lights, had to get a new trade when the steelworks closed in Clydebank. Catherine. Yes, was it Allison Street? Where was Albion Motorworks? Mr. Martin, says Glenn. It's gone to extra time, 0-0, Scotty. That's what people are watching. So there we are. Lovely to have you with us. Unicorn, lovely, but we can't talk about that on the YouTube channel. But thank you very much. I'll have to take that off there. But lovely to have you with us. There we are. ACOS has sorted it for you. You're doing great with Oliver. He's doing well. Absolutely. Yellow card for Unicorn. Poor old Unicorns just knew. They didn't understand. 1-0 to Fulham. Interesting, you lot. So there we are. Wonderful stuff. Dinky-Doo. Guys, we are out of time. Can you believe it? And what a fantastic stream it's been tonight. Just 2 hours of incredible quality chat. And you lot are behind that. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a privilege being with you tonight. I understand people get distracted with the football. Guys kicking a wee ball about a field's bound to be more interesting than an intellectual chat with McClue. But there we are. Fantastic stuff. And mind you, maybe I should get footballers' money. Thanks again, Scotty. That was lovely. No bother, Davey. Dinky-Doo. Night, says Magnus. Night, everybody. I'll sing you the song. Are we ready? Take care, big man. Stay safe, Dinky-Doo. No bother, Glenn. Say good night to everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Take care, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And a cheerio. Lovely being with you. Take great care of your dear selves. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Stay fabulous. Enjoy being you, because it's a lovely thing to be. And from me, Scottie McClue, and from Everyday locally, nationally, and internationally, bless you, as we say in the best of circles. Dinky-Doo. Thanks, Scotty. Good night, everyone. Good night, Gordon. Bless you. Love to Oliver. Good night, Catherine. Good night, Craig. There we are, Nithsdale Drive. All right, got you. Ta-ra, all. That's ACOS is talking Gaelic. It'd be Ichiva. Ichivalik, Mahaz. Yes, absolutely. Good night and bless you all. Ta-ra.